Hi, we're the Andersons.
I'm Ben.
I'm Helen.
I'm Sam.
I'm Mark.
I'm Isaac.
And this is what we've been doing during lockdown.
At the start of lockdown, Mark and I were both still at work as teachers and trying on different days to look after our own boys and do a little bit of homeschooling.
Ben, what's the best thing about being on lockdown?
Playing with my cars at home.
And what's the worst thing about being on lockdown?
Having used the D3.
Alright, Sam, what's the best thing about lockdown?
I can play on my Xbox more often.
And what's the worst thing about lockdown?
I have to be taught at home and my teachers are awful.
However, quite quickly in the first week of lockdown, our family developed some symptoms and both Mark and I and Isaac all became poorly. It seemed at first that our symptoms were going to be quite mild, but unfortunately after a few days Mark became quite poorly and we had to get some advice from 111. Their advice was that if he didn't pick up quickly or deteriorated any further than he had done, that we would need to get an ambulance. Obviously this was quite frightening, and for anyone that knows Mark, know how healthy he normally is, so this was quite a shock for us.
Dad, what's the best thing about being in lockdown?
Not going to work and having loads of spare time to go running.
What's your worst thing?
Being poorly and not being able to go running.
The boys have been painting and baking and practicing their football skills in the garden, and they've adapted really well. We're really proud of the way they've coped with the whole situation.
Right, Isaac, what's the best thing about lockdown?
We've been able to do drawings and doing our skills in the garden.
And what's the worst thing about lockdown?
Not being able to play football with my friends.
We just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that did pray for us, and we really hope to see you all soon.